Hotep, my brothers and my sisters. Hotep, Hotep, Hotep. Hope all is well. Hotep, brothers and sisters. Hotep. Welcome to anyone who's coming in. Ashe. Ashe, Chabidi in the house. Brother Chari in the house. Brother B, Brother Kiamu. Let me stop the cam for a minute. Hotep, y'all. Hotep, brothers and sisters. Queen Amari in the house. It's a great seeing y'all today. Queen Tune, Queen May Tune in the house. Hey, good to see y'all. Yeah, it's an honor to see y'all.
We wanna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Let's elevate our minds. We gonna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Knowledge ain't hard to find. Now hold up, wait a minute. Let's get a little bit of knowledge in it. Anybody wanna go way back to Marcus Garvey, 1887. He was born a new
Brother Chris in the house. Hotep.
And he sparked the revolution. And he will always remain supreme. Yeah. We will have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Let's elevate our minds. We're gonna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Knowledge ain't hard to find. Let's take a little trip way back to the ancient name. Now, pharaohs walking around with swords in their hands. There were Nubian queens sitting high on the throne. We were Nubian pharaohs. That's the word. That's the word.
Make sure you share this, y'all. Make sure you share it.
Cedric Douglas, Martin Luther King. Come on, everybody, get a little bit of knowledge. Come on, everybody, come go with me. We will have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Let's elevate our minds. We're gonna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Knowledge ain't hard to find. Now, I'm a conscious black, and I made up a dance called the knowledge. It's not hard to do. Everybody knows how to two-step, right? All you do is two-step, and on the third time that you step to the right, you're going to take your finger and put it to your temple like you're thinking. And each time you put it to your temple like you're thinking, you're going to go round and round and round, like one full circle. Y'all ready? It's not hard to do. Let's go. Oh, swing your partners, go see go round and round and round we go. Swing them to the left and swing them to the right. It's a knowledge party tonight.
Amandla, power to the people. Brother Kamal in the house.
You ain't gonna dance to the back of the line, no shucking and jiving, this party time. If you ain't gonna dance to the back of the line, no shucking and jiving, this party time. Round and round and round we go, round we go, round and round and round we go, round we go. We gonna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Let's elevate our minds. We gonna have a knowledge party. Come on, everyone, tell somebody. Knowledge ain't hard to find. Keep spinning around, around, around. Keep spinning around, around, around. Keep spinning around, around.
All right. All right. My brothers and my sisters, Hotep, I greet you in our ancient Kemetic African language, which means peace. And I hope pray you had a peaceful day. It sure is a joy, it's an honor, a privilege to be able to come before you on this day. I do not take your presence lightly. Brother Minister Muhammad Dawood, Hotep King, yes. We thank you for tuning in on today. We know you had other things you had to do today, but you made it your business to come hang out with us today. And I guarantee you won't be wasting your time. You're going to be reminded of something, or you're going to learn something that's going to help you improve your life and become a better version of yourself so that you can live not tomorrow, but now, your best life now. Once again, Hotep, welcome to the SCS, the Scripture and Cultural Study of the God in Action Ministries Spiritual and Cultural Center family. We, once again, thank you for hanging out with us. And when you do join in, I always tell you, you're part of this tribe, you're part of this village, you're part of this family, you're part of this community, you're part of this gang. Yes, you are. The gang of righteousness. Ashe. So let us come together. Make sure you get your drinks. You can have your meal, whatever you want to do right now. Your snacks, if you ate your meal already. And we're going to just hear what the Spirit of the Lord is going to give us on today. And I pray that you just open your eyes, open your ears, spiritual eyes and ears, that you may hear something that may help you. You're not on just to be on. Nothing happens for just to be happening. Everything happens for a reason. And there's a reason that you're on. Believe that. There's a reason that you're on. You may hear that one thing or many things, that one thing that may tilt that thing where it'll give you your breakthrough or give you that knowledge that you need to overcome, to become more productive in life. All right? More encouraged, uplifted, motivated, driven. Yeah, sometimes it just take one seed to make that happen. Ashe. So now, once again, we'll get your beverages and your water, whatever you're gonna get, your teas or whatever. I'm not going to recommend no wine and liquor and all that stuff, but hey, to each his own. No weed, but to each his own. You know what I'm saying? But just having fun with you, brothers and sisters. You know how we talk. All right. So once again, welcome to the SCS study on tonight. And I'm going to share with you what the Spirit have to give to me, that gave to me. And we're going to just let you enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to take my time. But me taking my time is not going to have you here all night, because I don't want to be here. I ain't going to be here all night. Believe that. All right. And I know you don't want to be here all night. All right. And you cannot tell a full story in a few minutes. So I'm not going to try to do that. Those of you who have tuned in, I want to first thank you also for those of you who share this platform, talk up this platform, support us in any way that you can. We thank you for that. Okay. Your contributions, your participation is very, 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 very helpful and much needed. Thank you. So we can get the message around the world, home and abroad. All right. Now, those of you who have tuned in with on this platform on Wednesday nights, I have dealt with several meaningful topics, things that people are seriously dealing with and always deal with, and will always deal with. Okay, these emotions I was dealing with, once they become debilitating, it can really mess a life up. So the topics that I dealt with already was the acid of anger. We dealt with anger. We dealt with the dangers of jealousy. We dealt with guilt. We dealt with the topic of loneliness. We dealt with the topic of rejection. And we dealt with fear. Tonight, we're going to be dealing with the debilitating effects of anxiety. The debilitating effects of anxiety. All right, brothers and sisters, let me go into my pad here so we can just so I can put in this work. And as I shared it, if you could share this with people, we can't force anybody to watch, but in their time, they'll probably run into it, stumble over it, and need to hear it. Okay? All right. So I want to first deal with, I want to use as my launching pad. This is scripture. This biblical scripture, just one part of it. James, the 1st chapter and the 8th verse. And it reads in there, in this different version, but it reads in there, a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways. In all their ways. Once again, we're going to be dealing with combating and reducing the debilitating effects of anxiety. That's the subject on today. Now, before we can even go in, what is anxiety? What is anxiety? Anxiety can be described as a sense of uneasiness, nervousness, worry, fear, and the dread of what's about to happen or what might happen. You know, when it comes to dread of what is about to happen or what might happen, I think of that word fear, the acronym FEAR, false evidence appearing real. That's what I think of. And when it comes to anxiety, anxiety can be confused with fear. You can confuse the two. And I want to explain to you the difference between the two. Fear is the emotions we feel in the presence of threats. Anxiety is a sense of anticipation or anticipated danger, trouble, or threat. In other words, it haven't happened yet, but you're expecting the worst to happen, right? In many cases, what you expect to happen may happen. I mean, some cases may happen, and a lot of times what you expect to happen never happens, okay? And that causes that anxiety in our life. Now, if you look at the etymology or the root word of the word anxiety, I'm gonna look at it in Greek. Okay, we look at the Greek word of anxiety. It means to be pulled in different directions. To be pulled in different directions. The Greek word for anxiety. When it says a double-minded man or woman is unstable in all their ways, that means that you have picture two donkeys. They got ropes tied on their tails. You spank their backside. One donkey runs this way, the other one runs that way, right? That's what it's like when we have anxiety in our lives. We're going in two different directions or many directions at one time. One thing about anxiety, the young and the older alike, we all experience it. We all have been anxious before, right? Everybody have experienced anxiety. It's normal. It's a normal feeling. And the reason why people feel anxiety is, for instance, if you have to speak in front of a large group, you feel a little anxious. You feel a little anxiety. This is normal. This is healthy anxiety. Or you get nervous before a big test. Or if you're a sports player, you get nervous before a big game. So you get anxiety, you get anxious, right? And sometimes, we'll feel anxiety. Oh, no, we will feel anxiety. If someone that we love was sick, or if we were sick, we feel that anxiety. Another way that people start feeling anxiety is when you're not sure that your surrounding area, like where you are, your surrounding is safe. You're not sure. So you feel a little tense. You feel a little worried. You feel a little nervous, anxious. Feel that anxiety. And that's normal. We all experience it, right? And the question is, what causes, or I want to deal with what causes debilitating anxiety? What I just now share with you is normal anxiety, okay? It's not debilitating. It is not paralyzing. It don't get you stuck. Okay, you still are productive in life, but what causes debilitating anxiety? All right, this anxiety like that paralyzes your life. Sometimes it'll tilt over into clinical anxiety. There's a lot of anxieties, social anxiety, a lot of other anxieties. But if it tilts over into this dangerous area, this clinical type area, okay, what causes that? Mental conditions. People have what they call mental illnesses or mental challenges. Okay, that's a cause of anxiety. People have anxiety issues. All right. Or what causes this debilitating anxiety to be a physical condition, a serious physical condition that someone may have. The effects of drugs. All right. People using drugs. I used to smoke crack, man. That was 30 something years ago. Smoked crack every time I took a hit, and I was all over the place, nervous, looking at anxiety like a mon junkie. You know what I'm saying? The cops are coming. God is watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a heart attack. I'm up there testing see if my heart is still pumping going like this. And but people would say, man, what the heck you doing, bro? You messing up our high. Okay? So the effects of drugs can cause debilitating anxiety. Unresolved hostility or anger towards someone, a family member, a spouse, a friend, someone, that can create anxiety. Setting standards too high for yourself and failing to accomplish it. That can cause debilitating anxiety if we're not careful, if we're not able to control these things. Another thing that causes this debilitating anxiety, and we all have things in our life that we feel we have no control over. We wish we could control it, but we can't. There's some things we just cannot control. We cannot control other people, what they do, what they say. The only person we can control is who? Ourselves. But when we are unable to control other people, other things, you know what I'm saying? It creates this anxiety. Another key thing is stress. Stressful life events or a combination of these things I've shared with you can create a cause debilitating anxiety. Now, you look at this world, brothers and sisters, the world that we live in. It is purposely, deliberately, if I'm saying it right, designed to create or produce society in our lives. Yes, it is designed to do it that way. It's purposely done. It's deliberately done. Because as long as they have double-minded people, unstable people, fearful people, nervous-ass people, excuse my vernacular, that's where they have the power to control and dominate our lives. You heard that word multitasking? Why do you think this word is so prevalent, so popular? It's so-called a normal thing now, the norm. Multitasking. Do you know what that is? Do you know what multitasking is? A lot of you may learn how to deal with that, or you're pretty good at it, but everybody's not good at that, right? Multitasking, what it does, it pulls people or person in many different directions. Are you following me? And I shared with you the Greek word for anxiety is to what? To be pulled in different directions. I believe you can bear witness to this. During this pandemic, 2 years of pandemic and counting, not pandemic, plandemic and counting, the cases of people suffering from anxiety have skyrocketed in unprecedented numbers. So many people have surfaced or have sunk into the hole of, I'm talking about some deep, debilitating anxiety. And this is the kind of stuff they used. World coming to an end. The world's not coming to an end. Two different directions, being pulled. You got to get vaxxed. You're going to die. Don't trust the jab. Being pulled. Don't trust that thing. Wear a mask. Wear a mask to save your life. Oh, you don't have to wear no mask. Being pulled in two directions. Stay locked up in your house. Stay locked up. Isolate. No. It's safe to go outside. During this pandemic, It has caused a lot of people to sink into the depth of anxiety. They tell you if you catch this virus, you catch this thing, you're going to die. Then they say, well, you might die. Then they say, you won't die. Then they tell you if you spread this thing, you may kill the person that you love. This will create anxiety like a mom junkie. If you don't do this and do that and take this, we'll snatch your job, your livelihood, your medical, your unemployment. You better. Now it's like, hey, everybody can go where they want to go. You don't have to prove nothing anymore. You have to prove no papers or backs. It's not just about the backs. I'm just telling you how they deliberately and purposely create anxiety in our lives, and it has become very debilitating. Are you hearing me, my brothers and sisters? So now we know the causes of it. We know what anxiety is. We know the causes, some of the causes of it. Right? Now, what are the effects of the anxiety on the body? I don't think we're going through all this stuff in this world, in our home, in our relationships, on our jobs, in our business, wherever it may be. Don't think that when we deal with certain things, problems, struggles, situations, circumstances, don't think it don't have an impact on your health, on your body, on your mental, on your emotional. Don't ever think that. So what are the signs of this anxiety thing? What does it do to our body? Well, when you have this thing, it causes you to be forgetful. I be saying, damn, maybe I have it. I be putting my keys down and walk out the room and say, where's my keys at? I don't know if that's old age. Well, I ain't old yet. You know what I'm saying? Getting up there. Or I'm just like, maybe I got some anxiety somewhere. It makes you forgetful. It makes you feel restless. You can't really rest. You can't really get comfortable. You always got to move. You're jittery. You can't sit. You just got to keep going. And you also know when you have anxiety, you're always wound up, always never relaxed. I remember I was watching Roots and Fiddler when they first caught Kunta Kinte. They was calling him Toby. And Fiddler was responsible of taking care of him and training him. And I remember Fiddler said, boy, you never relaxed. You never relaxed. You know what I'm saying? So it makes you feel wound up, restless, on the edge, always on the edge. And also could bring upon depression. You're talking about the debilitating effects on the body, the signs and the symptoms of anxiety. Some share some more. Having a difficult time concentrating. That's another one. Being irritable all the time. Being irritable. This irritable. Never happy. Never calm. This irritable. And this time, like I said, it affects the body. Having head, muscle, and stomach aches. Having all these pains in your body, right? And you have pain that's unexplained. What do you mean? You go to the doctor. Doctor, I'm feeling something. They give you MRIs. They give you X-rays. They look at and go through the whole physical thing. Say, we can't find nothing. We can't find anything wrong. Nothing wrong. Anxiety. Could do some heavy stuff on your body, the mental, physical, spiritual, and the emotional. The other effects of and signs of anxiety, right? They are what? Having sleep problems. Yes, you fall asleep, have a difficult time falling asleep, or when you do fall asleep, have a difficult time staying asleep. I deal with that. Staying asleep. I wake up many times through the night. Well, several times, through the night. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. Right? When you go through a simple situation, how you make a mountain out of a molehill, simple situation causes you to freak out or to unravel or get emotional. Oh God, what's going on? Simple situations. Them are signs or symptoms. They can be signs and symptoms of anxiety. Another thing is when you vacillate making decisions, meaning you're undecisive. You're not sure about what you want to do, right? This is example, you say, maybe I will do this. Yeah, you know what? Yes, I will do this. I think I'll do it. What do you think I should do? Vacillating, indecisive, don't know how to really make a decision and stand on it. That's what anxiety will do, make you unsure of yourself. So when you deal with all of this, constantly dealing with all of this without it, the anxiety being checked or managed, or you learning how to reduce it or even get rid of it, the aftermath of anxiety, I'm gonna keep using the word anxiety, is drudgery. 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 What was once exciting in your life now has become a drudge. You know, you get nothing out of it no more. It dampens your spirit. It dampens your enthusiasm. Why? Because it pulls you in different directions, in many directions at one time. Yes. And this anxiety thing, it decreases your productivity. It decreases your productivity. These are the aftermaths of dealing with this thing that's when it's unchecked or not dealt with or reduced or even removed. Okay? It decreases your productivity. You know why it decreases it? Or your fruitfulness? Or your going forwardness? Is because it chokes off your energy. It chokes it. It chokes off your drive. It chokes off your motivation, and it prevents you from focusing. In other words, anxiety unchecked, anxiety that's allowed to elevate and overpower and dominate your life, it paralyzes a person's life. We all deal with anxiety. The question is, what level is it? What level is it in your life? Where you may be thinking is this, him, her, them, the white man, the government, and all these different things. Just think about it. What is it really causing that anxiety in your life that's causing you to not catapult forward or be productive in life or stay stuck in life or stay where you are in life? Nervousness, fear, worry, indecisiveness, vacillating in your decisions, not sure, uncomfortable, restless, scared, fearful. Are you hearing me, brothers and sisters? We feel it, we experience it, but this is a constant companion. Something wrong. Okay? And that's not a bad thing to find out the root of our anxiety. The bad thing is knowing what it is or finding out what it is and not do nothing about it. So this is going to take self-examination, brothers and sisters. I can't point it out to you. You can't point mine out to me. We have to do self-examination. We have to learn ourselves, get to know ourselves, so we can be a healthier self and a better version of ourselves. Are you hearing me, brothers and sisters? So, okay, brother, we know about all of what anxiety is, the debilitating effects of anxiety, the symptoms of anxiety, what's normal anxiety compared to clinical anxiety or anxiety that paralyzes your life. All right, what's the solution? What can we do? What can we do to combat this thing, to reduce the debilitating effects that anxiety can have on our life? What can we do? Okay, I have a few things. It's not a cure-all, but these are steps that we can take to start the ball rolling. Okay? And I'm not coming to you as a clinical psychologist or a clinical behavioralist or therapist, as your brother. As your brother, who also experiences anxiety. My thing, I have to find out, like you, is it normal or is it that debilitating type and anxiety. So how do we deal with this thing? How do we combat it? This is my land right here, y'all. How do we combat it? How do we reduce it? How do we manage this thing? How do we get rid of it if we can? Well, I have nothing against therapy. Some people have to go, is that heavy? Is that deep? You may have to go to a behavioral therapist. Someone who's versed, someone who's skilled in this type of work, who can help you walk through this thing, understand this thing, so you can combat it, reduce it, manage it, or remove it. Another thing that we can do when we feel anxious, you have people have anxiety attacks. You know what I'm saying? And just anxiety attacks, right? Deep breathing. Start getting like that. Panicking, you know? Deep breathing. Deep breathe. Exercise is another thing that you can do. Whatever your body is comfortable with, whatever you can do something. Something beats a zero. Go for a walk, ride your bike, get on a treadmill, whatever you can do. Play with the dog. You moving. Your mind is not focused on all this other anxiety creating things. Meditating in prayer is very powerful. Tuning into the God of the universe, the Most High that dwells within you, having that meaningful, powerful, impactful relationship with the Creator within you, the Spirit within you. Another thing you can do is talk to a friend, a trusted friend or family member. When you're going through this anxiety, when you're feeling anxious, talk to them. Sometimes somebody just have to walk you through it. Ashe? Oh, you have to talk yourself through it. I'm just, all right, nothing really going on, Dad. Let me calm down, James. Calm down, so-and-so. Calm down, whoever your name is, calm down. All right, relax. Okay, all right. It's not the end of the world, okay? This too shall pass, okay? It ain't that serious, all right? Relax. You've been through worse, all right? Chill. Sometimes we have to talk to ourselves. Encourage ourselves. But sometimes you may call somebody, they may be too busy. They may be out of town. They may look at caller ID, don't want to answer the phone no more. Or they may be going through the same thing you're going through, and I care. They ain't got no time to help nobody else. So you have to learn how to talk yourself up. Another key thing, brothers and sisters, you look at all this stuff on media, social media. Stuff you can read in magazine, books, news report, all these different things. I mean, this stuff is out of control. You know what I'm talking about. It's drama, it's violence, it's killing, it's chaos, it's conflict. I don't know if I say conflict. It's fighting, it's death, it's all these different things. You have to be careful what you allow in your eye gates and your ear gates, what you absorb in, because what you absorb have the elements to dig a pit for you so that you can fall into some deep anxiety. That's why I don't watch adventures at night when I'm in bed, or these, all this adventure, this action-packed stuff. No, this is what that gets me too riled up. You know what I'm saying? Gets you nervous, gets you anxiety, you know, all these different things. Just be very careful what you put in, what you allow to be put in your children. So I watch stuff like these old classics, The Honeymooners, The Odd Couple. You know what I'm saying? What's Happening? Sanford and Son, The Jeffersons, little things like that. Columbo. That's not really action-packed, little things like that. So you have to be very careful what you allow into your ear gates and your eye gates, because they have elements to create serious anxiety in your life. Scripture teaches us, my brothers and sisters, that we are, I want to say this before I say that. Regardless of what you're dealing with right now, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. You have the power within to do something about it. Yes, it's okay to get help. There's nothing wrong with that. And don't let anyone else talk you against that. Or you went to go get some help. Oh, no, you weak. Nah, the hell with that. Don't even run that. This is your life. You have the power to do what you need to do to help you become a healthier person mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. And according to our teachings in the scripture, it says, we are more than conquerors through the God, because a whole bunch of gods, the God, the Most High God, who loves us and who dwells within us. We are the temple of the Most High God, or Allah, whatever you want to call it, or Olodumare, or Shango, or Ra, whoever name you want to call the God. We are more than conquerors through the God, the true God. We are more than conquerors. That we do have the power to fight back and to combat, reduce, remove, manage whatever's going on in our life. And we also reminded in our scriptures, because the God is always within us. He's a God, him or her, is a very present help in a time of need, in a time of trouble. What do you mean very present? You don't have to call God down. You have to wait for God to come on down. Call God up. You don't get to wait for God to knock on your door. God is a very present, or wait for a pastor or preacher or bishop or apostle or evangelist to come in and do their hocus pocus on you so God can show up. Hell no. You have the God within you. And it says God is a very present help in a time of need. So in the battles that we fight, brothers, in the battles, the struggles, the wars, the difficulties, the circumstances, the issues, the problems, all that we face, let's always remember we need to call on the Most High God within. Include the Most High God in everything that we are dealing with, everything that we are going through, because scriptures remind us when we walk through the water, we walk through the river, we walk through the fire, it will not consume us. The water, river, and fire are various ways how we are attacked. Elements, people, places, and things. Scripture says, Creator said, I'll never leave you or forsake you. Maybe your friends will, but I won't, because I dwell within you. I'm not going to walk out of you because you did something wrong. You're not perfect. No one's perfect. God is just looking for those who are willing. And as I said before, the sad thing is, there's nothing wrong with going through things in life or struggling with situations in life. There's nothing wrong with that. But there's something seriously wrong with knowing what it is and do nothing about it. With God, we can do all things. We can do all things with the Creator God. Ashe? That's what I have tonight, my brothers and sisters. That's what I have. And I hope you got something out of this. I'm definitely going to read your comments. I thank you for tuning in. And I end with these words. Amandla, 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 which means power. Power to the people. My time is up, my brothers and sisters. Much love and respect. Keep me in prayer. I keep you in prayer. Keep my family in prayer. I keep yours. Keep speaking up. Ma Opiami and anyone else who may need prayer. We don't know what people are dealing with. All right? Let's keep each other in prayer. Much love and respect. Without you, I can't be who I am. And without me, you can't be who you are. So when I see you, I see myself. We are family. Amandla. My time is up, brothers and sisters. Much love and respect. It was a blessing seeing you. Ashe.